everybody. I want to thank you for hitting that play button. My name is Chuck, the Tulsa Trucker, and I know it's windy. Hopefully, I try to put these little dead cats on this GoPro. I'm not used to using GoPros. I usually use a Canon 80D, so forgive me if the sound quality is bad, but until I get my own truck, you know, this is gonna have to do. But I'm out here just got outside of Springfield, Missouri. We're headed to Aurora, Illinois, and we've got this whole trailer right here. My sons would love this. Bryant, I know you watching this. Daddy's first load is Kraft macaroni and cheese. Can you believe it? This whole truck is full of macaroni and cheese. So, but that was my first experience getting out there dealing with the shipper. You know, I got a really cool trainer. He's you know, he's really, after he's seen how much I've prepared and ready and my back end, everything, he's lightened up. I know he's probably underneath, these trainers are underneath can sometimes be under pressure too, because they're trying to get students ready to test out after 14 days. And some of them can't test out until sometimes 3 or 4 weeks because they need so much work to get them ready. But now that he knows that I know what I'm doing, then let me put it this way. I don't know everything that I know that I'm doing, but all the basic things. So I did all the trailer hookup, as far as putting the air lines on, the service, the electrical, and all of that. He's been teaching me on the reefer, but want to kind of give you guys an update. I will let you know we've got some weather that's about to move in back here, and then I'm about to take over driving. I've got about 450 miles, almost 500 miles to drive tonight before we have to shut it down. But guys, I'll let you know when we get there. I don't know how much, he really doesn't like this camera, so I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to film, but anytime he's not around or something, I'll give you guys an update. Guys, I hope you're having a great day. I'm just gonna run these together, so I'm gonna make a video after I get about 10 minutes worth of clips, and then we'll kind of tie them together. We'll see you guys at the next one. Guys, I am up here in Aurora, Illinois. We are at the Kraft location. This is kind of an intermodal place here. They've got just a ton. I mean, there's so many trucks out here. It's unbelievable. But my trainer's bringing the truck around. He wants to put it in here, so it's kind of getting tight. But that's where we are today. We got this guy right here. He's called a yard jockey. If you don't know what that is, he drives around with that little thing, picking these trailers up, taking them inside to be unload. Now, all of these, the vast majority of these out here are what we call drop and hook, meaning like ours that we brought, we're not going to unload it. We're just going to drop it in this hole. We've already turned in our bill ladings. We've got our, you know, our paperwork back, and then we'll go around here and find another trailer. And we've already got another load that's headed to, I don't know the city, but we're going to Kentucky. But I'll give you an update once we get out there. But that's where I'm at. It's a beautiful day today. It's not raining, so that's good. Guys, I hope you're having a great day, and I will see you in Kentucky. So I am here. This up here is called this is a reefer up here. So this is your header board, and this right here is the reefer. As you can see, starting to do, each time you get a new reefer, you got to do a pre-trip on it. To make sure that everything is working. We don't want to, we've already hooked up to it, but you don't want to take this trailer and take off with it unless you've done the pre-trip. That way you know everything's okay, because we're going to be taking this here locally and getting it full. Well, let me take it back. I don't know if it's a drop and hook yet or if it's going to be a live load, but we'll see. But he's inside blowing it out. Sometimes you have to get what's called a washout. If it's too nasty inside, you have to take it to a washout place, somewhere like the Blue Beacon, or they have some other companies that do that around here. Some of the truck stops do. But that's going to be running. It takes about 10 minutes to run. Will tell us if it's okay to go ahead and take this or not. But that's pretty much it. And then I will, matter of fact, I'll just go ahead. What you do is you hook up your electrical line here. You've got your emergency line, which is this red one here. These are your glad hands. And then over here you have your service. Something that you also have to watch out for is make sure your glad hand seals are in good condition. This is the same day, but we are now over here at Nestle. You can see some of their trailers here. We are picking up a load of whatever we're picking up here from Nestle. And we're going down to somewhere in Kentucky. Not for sure where yet, but we're getting loaded. We're supposed to be loaded. This load wasn't actually supposed to pick up until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. But we just came early to see if they could take us. And when we got here, they said yes, they could. And so we're gonna be loaded here in the next couple of hours. We're still here at Nestle. And for my truck driver friends out there, we've got 32,000 on the drives. But my trainer said this is actually about 4,000 pounds under calibrated, so we're more of 28,000. But in the trailer, we have what are called right-way gauges, where this right here gives a gauge of how much is back here, and we have almost 37,000 pounds back here, and we're already on the 9th hole. So you got these pins right here, these locking pins, and you got these little holes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The most you can have, these are the different states. So the 12th hole, we've got 3 holes to go back, but each hole is only like 400 pounds. So we only really have about 1,600 pounds that we could shift from the trailer over to the actual drives. Well, 1,200 pounds minus this is still going to be at 36. This has to be in the yellow here, 34, or just a hair bit less. So what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to rework the load. They've got too many liquids in the bag. We've got a bunch of coffee creamers. So all of you guys who drink coffee, this has got a bunch of Nestle coffee creamers on it in the back. And there's some dry coffee mate stuff on the front. So what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to take the stuff from the back and probably shift it more towards the middle. That'll kind of help balance out the truck. So instead of being able to take off, we're gonna have to back this thing back up and have them rework it. So yeah, we're probably not gonna, we was hoping to get about halfway to Kentucky tonight. That's not gonna happen because I've only got about maybe 5 hours left of drive time on my 14-hour clock. And then at that point, I have to take a 10-hour break. So that's what's going on with this. Sun's going down. If you're from Illinois, you got a beautiful, beautiful area here. I know this is kind of a suburb of Chicago, but all right, we're gonna get this reworked. Well, guys, we've made it to a place called Marigold. See that out there? Get all the bugs. We've got kind of a staging area right here where they bring you over, and then you have to wait for them to give you a call. There's a prime truck over there, and then they'll call you in, let you know what door to go to. And then once you get your door, you back it in, and then they start loading. We're taking this load here in Kentucky. Let's see, I'm sorry, I have my watch. Scottsville, Kentucky, down to Russellville, Arkansas, to another Tyson plant. This is a cold storage, so evidently they've got chicken. I think we're taking chicken. I believe it's chicken thighs. So if you like dark meat chicken, hey, just, you know, well, I better not tell you what route we're taking. You might hit us. But guys, it's amazing. Qualcomm I've got nailed down. I know how to use this. I tell you what, if you're going into trucking, the Garmin, I would highly recommend, every time I do my pre-plan, my trainer just lets me do it now. I go in, I've been doing the arrivals, I've been going in and scanning the bills, I've been going up to the shippers and receivers and doing the paperwork and those types of things. But what I have found best, and that's my boy Trucker Rodriguez. I know sometimes he watches the channel, he works here at Prime, and he gave me a tip that I think has been huge. And that is, what I do is, if I'm going wherever our next delivery is or a drop off, I'll go in, pull it up on Google Maps, and I'll blow it up. And I'll kind of see where the other trucks, because usually you can see the truck, the guard shacks at these bigger places. And what I'll do is I'll drop a pin with Google Maps. So you just press and hold it, and then it drops a pin. It gives you the latitude and longitude. And I go into my GPS, the Garmin GPS, and I set this according not to the address they give us, but to the latitude and longitude. And I've done that now for the last 3 stops, and it leads you exactly right to where you drop the pin. and then you can go back and kind of look at your route. Again, mine's going to be set up. This already sets it up for if you're in a truck versus a car, so you're not going to be going over, you know, bridges that can't support, you know, the weight or anything like that, low bridges. So if you're in the trucking area and maybe you've had some areas with GPSs kind of like, yeah, man, it's like I'm here, where in the heck is it? Find it on Google, drop a pin, use the latitude and longitude. The Ram McNally will do it as well. And I just have, it's been right on the money. But guys, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm headed, after we drop this load off in Arkansas, we're going to be going back to Prime in Springfield. I am testing for my CDL on Tuesday, so I'm going to be out there on the pad on Monday doing backing, and you know, I already know the pre-trip and all of that. And then I'll test on Monday morning. I'll get my CDL and start the TNT phase. Now I'm going home for 4 days to spend some time with my family. I miss them so much. Bryant, Kobe, and my wife Carrie, I love you guys, and it's been rough out here being away from you for 2 weeks, and I know I'll get better at doing it, but it's still, I miss you, and I can't wait to get home. But I hope all of you have a safe Memorial Day weekend. Hope you have a great time with your family, and remember this: life's short, make it sweet. See you guys at the next one.